Ah, I miss the 80s. Do you remember the Arabian Nights? I remember watching this cartoon on Saturday morning. This always reminds me of Prince of Persia. All those silk robes and glittering daggers and stuff. When George Lucas came along with all of his sci-fi malarkey, the closest thing we'd get to a flying carpet on the telly is the umpteenth repeat of the Turkish Delight ad, buried inside the umpteenth repeat of The Empire Strikes Back. Me, being a nostalgic old soul, find that it's always good to revisit this classic game and ground myself with some cinematic gold. So, here we have it, Prince of Persia, the awesome arcade adventure published by Domark. Brøderbund first rose to fame on the C64 in 1984 with Karateka, which in itself felt like an interactive karate movie. A classic fighting game designed by Jordan Mechner, who is best known for the game we're looking into now, Prince of Persia. So, the game opens with you in a cell, bereft of sword. Jaffar has also imprisoned the Sultan's daughter and given her an hour to answer his ultimatum. She either agrees to get jiggy with him or dies. With 3 huge mazes of dungeon, palace outbuildings and towers lying between you and your true love, you have got an hour to complete the game successfully. By a combination of skill and judgment and some remarkably precise timing on the old joystick front, you have to circumnavigate this 3-section maze, each section comprising 3 levels, collecting your sword and potions en route, leaping monstrous chasms, usually with enormous spikes at the bottom, and sword fencing your way past baggy trousered guards. A task and a half, I am sure you will agree. Prince of Persia is a swashbuckling romp that smacks of classic Errol Flynn movies. There is actually a good reason for this, since programmer Jordan Mechner studied Hollywood footage to perfect the animation of the central sprite, and rather special it is too. You'll also discover your route is littered with an assortment of fiendish contraptions designed to slow your progress. Razor-sharp spikes rise from the ground to impale their next unsuspecting victim. Loose slabs crumble underfoot, causing the unwary to fall to their death. And steel-toothed gates open and close like monstrous mouths. Although small and moderately detailed, the animation is something else. Prince of Persia plays like a more arcadey Delphine software game. The sprite has various beautiful routines initiated by joystick commands. Turn on the edge of a ledge and pull down, and the sprite realistically climbs down. Fall past a ledge and press fire, and your hero grasps the ledge by his fingertips. The sprite dangles there, swinging his little legs. In addition to the traps that await you, you'll also come into contact with guards. When meeting one of these burly fellows, you'll automatically draw your sabre and a fight will ensue. The henchmen found in the dungeon are relatively easy to beat. However, as you progress to the later levels, the guards become more seasoned swordsmen and worthy opponents. Only when you have defeated them all will you be able to pass. I absolutely love these behind the scenes clips, which show just how much work was put into the rotoscope style animation in the game, and from these little clips here, you can instantly recognise the animations and where they are portrayed in the game. Take the sword fighting from the awesome game Pirates and spice it up. Add loads more frames of animation and put it into the context of the dungeon. and you will have an idea of what we are talking here. If you take a hit, you recoil backwards, fall off a platform, and the baddie will jump down to continue the fray. Prince of Persia gave me a real buzz. It really brought back all those brilliant Sinbad and Jason and the Argonauts movies I used to lap up as a kid. Naturally, you are likely to receive some wounds. A life force indicator is located at the bottom of the screen, and every time an injury is received, a portion of it is depleted. By collecting various portions, you can revitalise yourself, but beware, there are also less than beneficial elixirs to be found. Some will indeed cure you of your wounds and may even increase your vitality, but others will contain a life-sapping poison. The game is quite tricky, but since ultimately it needs to be completed within a 1 hour time limit, it needs to represent value for money. There is a save game option, but rather sneakily, you cannot use it till you reach level 3. Actually, this works in prolonging the game life. The one area where I had some doubts was the game's longevity. However, Brøderbund definitely came up trumps once again. The guys who brought you Shuffle Putt Cafe. The same guys who took the unoriginal medium of a horizontal plane shoot 'em up and produced the brilliant Wings of Fury. Brought out what I considered at the time to be the best sword and sorcery dungeon maze game with animation to rival even the might of the Dragon's Lair guy, Don Bluth. It's amazing how such a basically simple game has been made so addictive and compulsive by programming flair and attention to detail. And not much more can be said than that. It is all rather amazing really. Every now and then, a game would bounce along and knock us for 6, and this was one such game. By any other standard, Prince of Persia would be addictive in the simple design of its arcade adventure gameplay, but given the additional quality of the presentation, it set itself up as an instant classic. Thanks for watching guys. Please don't forget to hit the like button and let me know your thoughts and memories from playing Prince of Persia in the comments section. There was a few games that were like this that I absolutely adored, like Another World and Flashback, but Prince of Persia really brings me back to my youth when I was genuinely in awe of this superb game. If you're enjoying this nostalgia with me, then please subscribe to the channel and let me take you further into the rabbit hole to unlock more memories from your youth, where games like this played a massive part of our childhood. Thanks again for watching, and I gratefully appreciate your kind support. There is a Patreon page if you wish to check that out, and I plan to get some good behind the scenes stuff loaded up there soon, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, check out the playlist and see if there are any other games that you remember playing back in the day. Hope to see you there, and until the next one, bye for now. Giving a huge super shout out and thanks to my latest Patreons for helping to support the channel. It means so much to me that you're willing to back what I do. Stay retro.